All right, we're live. Live on YouTube. Live on Twitchy. There we go. We're live on both. Live on both.
But I'm both.
In Bebo. In Bebo. All right. Let's see. There it goes. All right.
This shit is fucking broken. I'm about to do this shit sitting down.
It's broken?
Yeah, it's a sign, bro. It's a fucking sign, bro. It's time, bro. It's all good. I know what I'm gonna do.
A sign of the times.
I know exactly what I gotta do in these streets.
She belong to the streets. We'll get started in a minute, guys. Anybody coming in?
Okay. I'm trying to get this game on. Is it on ESPN or is it on?
I think. Well, this one was on TNT.
Let me see.
I think it's probably on
Clippers.
Probably on TNT. Gotta have the Pinstripestrong bib on.
At least Toronto got a game. Damn, by one.
Yeah, they just freaking hit a crazy shot, a 3 at the end to win it.
Good. Make it a series. Yeah, TNT. Let me go.
Hello out there.
There you go. Damn.
Yeah, I gotta sit down. I'm about to be out here like talk show, like sit down late night talk show host.
It actually sounds really good though. I'm not even gonna lie. It sounds really maybe because you're close to the mic.
I'm right on the mic. I'm never this close to the mic.
It sounds really good. All right. Let's see. Do we start now or?
I mean, we can.
All right, good. Here we go. All right, guys. So we decided yesterday, after we lost the Rays, spoiler, guys, we lost the Rays, and ended up losing that series. We decided yesterday, hey man, we got a 4-game series against Baltimore because of the doubleheaders and all that stuff. It's probably better if we throw in this Mets series into this podcast. So let's go ahead and do that, right? And we said, part of me was thinking, okay, maybe we could do it because it's the Mets and maybe we'll have some positive vibes. It'll be a little bit better and all of that stuff. Guys, boy, was I in for a lesson. We're going to cover that, the trade deadline, the lack thereof of action, the management, the overall vibe of the team, and the state of the team, everything going. So Pinstripestrong, let's do it. Let's go, Nan. Hey. Woo! What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Joe's McFly. And yeah, very interesting turn of events, guys. And welcome to the Pinstripestrong Podcast. I'm here joined by my co-host, Keith here.
Keith McFly, don't forget the PHLY. Hello.
Don't forget the PHLY.
And
what?
why though? Why we gotta lose like that?
Well, for Keith, happy as always are the kids, as they're not happy. As right now, I'm actually wearing a Pinstripestrong bib. I just finished burping the Yankees. They just threw up all over me. This shit is fucking crazy. Insane turn of events. Wow. Mind you, we're coming on. I want you guys to understand. We're coming on right after the Yankees just fucking blew it against the Mets. All right, and we'll definitely get into that. Right. I tried, Keith, after the games, I tried to gather my thoughts, just my feelings, and just try to get into some sort of fun kind of mood, or and I'm in a bad mood, and I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where either Yankees lose or any of your sports teams lose, and then everything else just fucking just triggers you, and you're just like, just pissed off, like, bitch, get away from me, please. But
oh brother, this guy stinks.
that's kind of how I feel about the Yanks right now, Keith. But how you
Yeah,
doing?
it sucks, bro. Like, we saw that shit coming. I knew. I just had a bad feeling. I knew we were about to lose tonight. I knew we were about to lose to the Rays, just because they are hot right now and we're not right now. Bars.
I see you.
It's tough, man. It's tough. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable to watch. But that's baseball, Susan. Like, we've been there before.
Yeah. I'm starting to hate the 60-game season really bad. I'm really.
I'm with you. We can keep all of this. I don't want to do this again. I was thinking we can't even blame the 7-inning games this week.
Nah, we can't. We can't.
We got our ass whooped in 9 innings this week. Like,
yeah, I kind of wish we had a 7-inning game today against the Mets. Maybe we would have won.
Damn.
Maybe we would have fucking won, right? Because apparently,
where's the 7-inning game when you need it?
Yeah, where is it?
You stupid.
They're not.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
Yeah, well, we didn't get
21 outs.
Yeah, we need those 21 outs because shit. All right, in case you guys don't know, the Pinstripestrong Podcast is brought to you by JomboyMedia. We got some things in the works, in the shop, of course. So make sure you guys stop by JomboyMedia.com. Just see the links for everything. Just play around with the website. But most notably, definitely stop by the Pinstripestrong shop and copy your merch today. That is the happiest that I'll probably be on this podcast. But listen, all right, let's just talk about this Yankee news real quick, right? Because, there is some news, right? There's some things. Apparently, Yankees can have instructional league back, which is great. You just got to pay the players, which is great for them. And I remember I asked Cashman about that whole Jason Dominguez thing, and I'm like, how are these players? So this is good. You're at least able to keep those guys active, and you can monitor them. This week, Kyle Higashioka and Zach Britton. Oh no, you Britton get a freaking hold them. Anyway, so Britton was also activated, which was good for the pen. Mercer was designated for assignment, and hey, Miguel Yajuri was sent to the alternate site. But the most notable news out of all of that is that, hey, we actually kept Kratz around. Hey, they listened. Freaking Eric Kratz, huh?
Of course. He's
Eric
a movie
Kratz.
character. A clubhouse guy. A trusty old vet.
Trusty old vet. Let's see what happens with that. Interested in seeing what happens there. So, because this weekend we're going to have to make some changes for pitching, and I don't understand why we don't have Clark Schmidt up here, but that's for another conversation that we'll have later on.
Press the Clark Schmidt
Shit,
button
bro,
already.
what are we fucking waiting for? All right. Also, Aaron Boone did say that shortstop Gleyber Torres, that he's getting very close, and he's moving moving around, getting better. Apparently he had a bunch of at-bats today in the alternate site. And you know what? They're actually talking about possibly him being up here in the major leagues for Saturday's game.
Saturday.
Yeah, they're saying Saturday's game. So that would be a welcome sight because, bro, we got this lineup, bro. This lineup is not it. All right?
Gotta get Tyler Wade the fuck out of here.
Tyler Wade can get the fuck out of here, bro. Tyler Wade, bruh.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, good.
Yo, yeah, I'm good because,
Bruh.
especially what you did today on the base paths. You gotta go. I mean, but the guy's a zero to play.
Back-to-back nights. How you getting doubled up? Like, you're supposed to be one of the best base runners on the team.
Yeah, your job is to base run. That's why you're up here. Don't get fooled by the bat or defense or anything. You're up here to run some bases.
That's not his specialty. Speed and nah, man.
That's it.
Nah, back-to-back nights, you're getting doubled up. Bro, read the ball better.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's anti. I don't know if it's pressing or trying to do too much because of events that happened throughout the game and the slide that we're kind of in and all of that stuff.
This is the last thing I'll say about it because I feel that too. Like he gets on base and he immediately thinks like I'm gonna score, like I'm gonna impact the game. But you negatively impact the game when you get doubled up, bro. You're giving away outs. We don't have outs to lose late in the game. Like
I love the base running aggressiveness when it comes to like him stealing bases and stuff like that. You can't get picked off there. You can't get doubled off there. Which
like that's what I'm talking about. Like, yo, read the flight path of the ball better and just know, like, play it safe, bro. I'd rather you not get that extra bag than to cost us an out. Like we don't have that many outs left. Tonight hurt worse than the one yesterday, but the one yesterday he ran like 5 feet past the bag. The ball was hit right at the guy. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're in the stadium. I'm watching it on TV, and I'm like, no, go back.
Yeah, but yeah. So Gleyber Torres Saturday or Sunday, so that's good. Hopefully we can get him back.
Torres, bro,
need Gleyber back. So let's go with that, and we'll definitely be talking about the trade deadline and the lack thereof. Doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
When it happens,
yeah.
But then when you come out and lose like you did today, it's like, okay, we could have used some help somewhere. Like this team
we can use help everywhere. I mean, to be honest, I was looking at one lineup, and then after Gio was batting, I'm like, yo, that's all outs. Like we're stacking our out. You're supposed to try to stack your hits. It's like you're stacking your outs. And you want the guys to break out of it. Like, Gary got to fucking break out of it, bro. Gary got to get going, bro. He just does. I'm fucking sorry. I'm a big-time Gary guy. But
Me
Gary,
too.
you got to fucking get it going.
In a 60-game season, you can't defend him longer than 35 games.
Yeah, okay, let's get it going here, all right? And then the stuff on defense, too, that you just kind of turn your head like, oh, my God, not this. But anyway, Giancarlo is a ways away. Okay, so that I'm like, fuck, yeah, bro. This guy got hurt back in
the Tampa
in
series
August,
in Tampa,
like August 3rd, like or some shit like that, like early in August, from what I remember.
It was August 9th. We're in September now. It's September 3rd, bro. The thing.
He's like, so he's a ways away.
Don't get me started on Giancarlo either, because people listening to this pod, they know I turned a corner.
Yeah.
Year 3G started.
You back.
Positive vibes, positive energy. But I told y'all this last offseason into this season that if this dude gets one little boo-boo, he gets a little hangnail, he's out for a month, maybe 2 months. You won't hear from him. I said on this podcast, unsubscribe me from Giancarlo alerts, because he's like, what is he doing? Where? Like, I don't even want to know about it till he comes back. This dude be on a 60-day IL.
Yeah. Part of me kind of feels like they're just kind of like not giving more information and like trying to lead on in certain ways to like not pressure him. Because right now they're saying that he's running at 75 to 80% with no issue, and he's been hitting with no issue. So we'll see what happens there. Paxton played catch on Thursday, and he seems to be progressing well, but he'll be a little ways away. And they have no idea what's going on with Judge because Judge is, he's still kind of.
Judge is on punishment. He's grounded.
So Cash did say double the time.
Him a lesson. Don't come out in the media and say, yeah, I was healthy. I was, begging not to go on the IL. I was ready to play. And then we put you out there in Atlanta and not even in. Remember, I was calling for it. I'm like, where is Judge? Why isn't he in the first game in this doubleheader in Atlanta? We put him in the second game. He doesn't even make it through 6 innings. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Not a good look, but you know what? Get into like the games, in the words of James Harden.
Offensively, I played like shit.
Yeah. Offensively, we played like shit.
Night. That's the first thing he said.
Yo, this shit is crazy. I have no idea how the Rockets made out of that game. I think OKC fucking lost it. Not that the Rockets won it, but that's just me.
Baseball. The basketball gods were like, man, after this Russ trade, OKC sending Russ to Houston, we can't let them get bounced in the first round. 2 MVPs. Chris Paul was not supposed to play like that with those guys. He played way above his head with those guys. Those guys outkicked their coverage. So
yeah,
I know it's not an NBA.
We'll talk some trade deadline. Let's get into the games here, right? Because the games are like what's going on. There was a lot of stuff going on with the Yankees and the Rays, and they were fighting and all of this stuff going on.
And nonsense and unwritten rules and people getting hot on the post game.
Yeah. Stuff we like, stuff we didn't like, all that stuff. But game 1 against the Rays, this was on Monday, and you're coming in, you're thinking, all right, man, we got to win this series, if not take all 3. Yankees will be in a position, they'll be a half game out, or they'll be in a, let the Rays know, hey, we here to play with you, bro. Yankees just didn't do that. It was Garrett Cole against Glasnow, and you know what? Garrett Cole kind of shit the bed a little bit, right? With the homers, man. I remember that day. I think I was talking to. I went to the office, to JomboyMedia office, and I was talking to Jake, and I'm like, "Yo, Jake, we need one from Cole tonight, right?" He's like, "Yeah, we absolutely do." After the Mets series and everything like that. Remember, we called it turning a corner. And then now you finally got your ace. You're starting the series against this important team. 5 innings, 4 earned runs, another 2 homers, bro. And they're teeing off on Cole. They're hitting shots left and right. They're hitting the ball hard off its fastball.
Yeah, and
G-Man Choi owns him. Like G-Man Choi is like he goes
his
up to
kryptonite. His arch nemesis.
Hey, Dad, how you doing, Dad? He has to ask him for permission or some shit like that to go outside.
The Joker.
Yeah.
The last person that Garrett Cole wants to see before he goes to bed is G-Man Choi.
Yo, facts. It's just.
That's baseball Susan for real. Like out of all the players in MLB, who's got his number? G-Man Choi. G-Man Choi can't wait to see Garrett Cole.
Fact.
But I was saying, bro, he was getting hit in Atlanta. So he has, in his last 3 starts, he hasn't been that sharp or that ace. Now, I saw a lot of people defending him, and I'm going to defend him too. We got a lot of money and a lot of years on the line with this guy. We got to ride with this guy. I guess he gets that pass of, okay, he's still getting acclimated, and he's not going to just be completely lights out all the time. But then at the same time, everybody needs run support, bro. Like, I think Garrett Cole would pitch better if we had some run support behind him. He was giving up solo shots. Like, it wasn't like he's giving up grand slams, 3-run bombs. It's not like he loads the bases and lets guys hit home runs. He forces a fastball, or he tries to challenge guys with his fastball, and they're like,
Weren't they being no hit by Glasnow for like a whole
Yeah, we were getting no hit
Yankees
for
were doing nothing.
The first 4 innings, 5 innings.
Yeah, Yankees didn't get their first hit until when was the Yankees' first hit? It was
like a cheapie. It was like a cheapie infield single that was beat out. Let me see. I bet you I can go back and find it.
The first one, no, you know what? They weren't. It was I'm thinking about
like Brett Gardner almost beat one out.
Because I know DJ in game 1. I'm looking at game 2 here. Yeah, in game 1, who was it? Oh, Hicks had a single in the first.
Was that the one to break it up?
Wait, hold on a second.
These games, bro, they all
1,
blur
2.
together, especially when we're losing like this. Like, these games don't stand out. When you're taking L's like this,
Yankees
it's
didn't
like
get
we
their
just
first
roll
base
into it.
runner until the third when they got a walk. I think Gardner got a walk. Then they didn't get a hit until I know that the offense looked anemic on this day, man. And here you go. They didn't get their first hit until the 7th inning.
Was it that late?
No, the 6th inning. DJ LeMahieu got a single. Of course, it's DJ. It was the 6th inning.
Hitmaker.
So
Let's see.
until the 6th inning, 6th inning was the first hit. Glasnow only gave up 2 hits. So they're
DJ
not.
singles on a ground ball to short.
Yeah. So
But it was quiet for us, bro, for that whole game for the most part. And how many times now? I think we've seen Glasnow versus Garrett Cole 3 times.
yeah,
And it's always a competitive matchup. It's always, mano y mano. And he got the best of us.
I think Cole's maybe. They
People
talked
talked about
it.
him maybe tipping. People talked about him, did you hear what he said? He's like, I think we all tip our pitches, somewhat. Like, I think everybody tips. It's just a matter of like, nah, bro. Like, they know when you're like, they're sitting on your off-speed shit, and then when you're throwing the fastball, they're on the fastball before you even get it revved up.
You start questioning yourself when Kiermaier goes upper deck on you. All right, when
Yeah,
Kiermaier goes upper
what?
deck on you, you start questioning yourself. Like, hey, what the fuck? I don't know what's going on here. Rays had a 4-0 lead on the Yankees. Then G-Man Choi adds another RBI single in the 6th, and it's 5-zip. The Yankees look lifeless. Gio had a homer, so that was nice. I thought that maybe the offense got going, and then Luke Voigt had a homer, but the offense did really nothing later on. We did get, in that 9th inning. I think Hicks had a single, and he hit the ball the other way, if you remember. So that was nice to see, because I keep saying, and I think I was talking to Joe Hicks. I'm like, yo, Joe, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, man, we keep telling him to hit the ball the other way, bro. What you doing? Blah, 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 blah. So that's funny. And by the way, shout to Caleb. It's Joe Hicks' son. So it's his it was his 11th. Yeah, his 11th birthday. So shout to him, man.
You and Noah singing happy birthday.
Yeah. So shout to him, man. So I wanted to, do that. He's real cool kid. So,
So, my thing with this game is that, like, Garrett Cole, when Garrett Cole gives it up like that, he gave up 3 runs.
I feel like it
in the first 2
demoralizes the
innings.
team a little bit, man. Like, it's like, oh shit, bro, they smacking him around like that, like so simply.
It's competitive, and the Rays are tired of being a little brother. This is their year to really boss up. Good for them, because there's no fans in the stands. That's where they play their best, with no fans in the stands. They're used to that. But with this game, I thought we had a rally late. Like you said, in the 8th, we scored 2, and it's just like, it's too little too late, bro. Watching this game, it's like, come on. We put up straight 0.
They still got DJ up to the plate with a runner on. So that's good. I thought that they were going to do something, maybe tie it up, but no, DJ grounded out, and it was out. But the story of the game, really, to me, and of course, Yankees run the scoring position, their offense was trash, too little, too late, all that stuff. Miguel Yahoo! Yo, bro, my man, 3 innings of shutout ball, 3 walks, you don't like it, but it's his first outing, 2 strikeouts. I mean, he was ecstatic, bro. So that's good. Nice to see that.
Send his ass right back.
Yeah, they send him right back down to the. Well, I think a lot of it was because they use him. You can't use him anymore. But Yankees lose this game 5-3. That shit sucked. And then the next game is Tanaka on a Tuesday. And if you were surprised by Tanaka on a Tuesday doing well, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. And I feel like DJ LeMahieu is that freaking leader in the clubhouse right now, man. And the way that he was talking. Yeah. The way that the game started, though, it started the first batter. Tanaka does hit he does hit, who was it? Was it Wendell? With 2 outs.
Yeah.
With 2 outs. Hits Wendell.
It was intentional.
Listen, guys, it was intentional. They took it. They said, all right, whatever. They took it. And then he took his base, and then he ended up popping out the next guy. But he hit him on the hip. Tanaka did it the right way, and whatever. Play on. DJ homered in the game. DJ had 2 homers in 2 at-bats, first and the third inning. Kiermaier homered again. That shit was crazy. I couldn't believe that. He had a 2-run homer over Tanaka. But it's Tanaka. It's obligatory homer. Guys, you guys got to understand that. It's the obligatory homer. Then Gio has a clutch opposite field shot. It ends up being an inside the Parker. Not inside the Parker. It's a double that Kiermaier misplayed. But it doesn't matter. Gio came all the way around to score. 3 scored on that. It was 5-2 Yankees. And then Willie Adames would homer later on as well, making it 5-3. But the Yankees would win that game 5-3. Where the things get a little spicy here, and Tanaka did great. I love Tanaka and what he did in this game. Gave the Yankees 6 solid, strong innings, especially after the Cole performance. 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks. Great shit out of Tanaka. Let's continue on with that. Loaisiga came in, gave up a run. Doesn't really matter. Brayton was all zeros, so that was nice. First day that he comes up or for the IL. Chapman in the 9th inning proceeds to, I don't know, and he started throwing at the Rays up and in. He was, and he threw at actually every single batter he threw up and in.
That's his plate,
right? And I feel you on that. You want to stay away from the head, though, man. That's just not a good look. He threw up and in, almost hit Brasso in the head. And that shit wasn't a good look. And then he's kind of like walking toward the plate, like trying to like fight or some shit like that.
He's like that.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's the way you want to handle it. I get that they threw up and into DJ the inning before. And the Yankees been tired of the Rays throwing up and into all of their guys, bro. They just have.
For years.
So they just tired of it. And they're like, yo, we're just going to protect our players. And then there's a right way to go about it and wrong way to go about it. I believe the way that Chapman went about it is probably the wrong way. You don't throw up and in, bro, and hit somebody, especially in a game where it's a close game. It's still a close game, bro. It's a 2-run game. We're trying to win the game right now. Like all of this other shit, save that shit for next year where we got hopefully 162 to play around with. Then you could throw, if you want to throw at guys, hit them in the hip or whatever it is, fine, whatever. Don't go head hunting, bro. It just makes the Yankees look bad. And they get into a shouting match.
Chapman said he didn't do it.
Huh?
Chapman said he didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, Keith. I understand. I understand, but you know
he
what?
He told the translator.
Oh, my bad.
Why you always lying?
Shit.
Oh, my God. Stop fucking lying.
Listen, Chapman's my guy, but...
What?
You gotta talk to the press that night, all right? You can't just
You
can't just duck and chuck. You can't chuck and duck, all right? That's what I gotta say. You can't chuck a pitch and then duck the media. You just can't do it, bro. You gotta at least talk and say, oh, well, I didn't do it. It got away. And Chapman's fastballs have been getting away. We seen today. The man just has sometimes no control. He just doesn't.
Yeah, he's wild a little bit.
He doesn't. But
not Joe Kelly wild, but he's still wild.
Yeah, he's still wild a little bit, bro. And ball gets away. Will it get away that much? I don't know. But maybe he meant to throw up and in, maybe in the chest area, and then it got all the way up and in, right?
And Brasso, he's short.
He is a little shorter, and Chapman's taller,
I mean, either way.
But if you're gonna throw up and in, you better
scary to throw at somebody like that. Whether Chapman did it or not, what I said was that I liked the energy that it brought. Because CeCe, you know how CeCe used to stir the pot with these guys. Like if I was talking to you, I'd be talking to you. That's for you, bitch. CeCe's got T-shirts and quotes from the way that he used to get at the Rays, and I feel like we were missing that. I feel like they were getting too comfortable in Yankee Stadium, bro. You know it better than anybody.
Man.
They're not welcome there when we're in there talking about the fans, because their outfielders got to hear us, their dugouts got to hear us. But without the fans in there, they were acting like they own Yankee Stadium. Somebody had to check them, and Chapman did.
We couldn't
beat him.
He did. But you gotta, if you're gonna do it the right way. And You know what? I don't have any problems with the Yankees trying to establish up and in with the Rays. They way too comfortable, bro. And you know what? All of this chirping and this bravado shit that the Rays are kind of showing, and they're saying that the Yankees are doing it too. All that shit, bro, you not keeping that same energy if CC's on the team, B. That's just a fact. That's a whole fact. All right? I'm going to just say that right now. CC's on the team, you not.
There's no way they would even, like, think about who we're missing. I put a tweet out, right? Last year, we had Betances big ass, CC big ass, Judge, Giancarlo. That's a whole D-line right there.
Leveling the team. I mean, DJ's tall. DJ LeMahieu is fucking tall.
Luke Voigt is a big dude, too.
Luke Voigt is He's folding dudes, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like
Mike Ford is not tall, but he's got some beef. He's got some heftiness.
Hey, all right. Okay.
Pause.
All right. Oh! Whoa, I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. We'll be back after these messages. Anyway, so listen. So I think that the Rays are feeling like, they're feeling themselves a little bit. And there's no problem when you beat the Yankees. They're 8-2 against the Yankees, bro. When you beat to the victor go to spoils. And if you're doing it, that's just, you get to talk your shit.
Fuck the Rays.
And bench is clear with the Yankees. They're arguing. Kevin Cash comes out, and then he says, well, we got a whole stable of guys that throw 98-2 was good. I'm like, whoa, what? That's what we doing?
He said more than that, bro. He said it was bad coaching, bad managing.
Yes.
He took shots at the whole organization.
The whole organization.
And then he doubled down on that by saying, and we got a stable of guys that throw 97, 98 too. Is that a threat, Mr. Cash?
Yeah, Kevin Cash, probably. How about you send us your 2009 ring back, all right? If you want to keep that same energy, all right? But seriously, I look at it as like, yo, come on, man. You're going to come out. You can't say that, bro. You can't just come out there and say that shit. Cashman was like, whoa, well, that's scary.
Boone.
I mean, Boone was like, yeah, well, that's scary.
Boone played it right. He knew exactly how to play that.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
He was like, whoa, I think maybe somebody should check into those words.
Boone played it well with the media after the game. Boone was chilling.
Yeah, Boone
and
was
then
chilling.
Cash was hot. And that's the thing. How do they get the same suspension?
They both got suspended
one game. When one of these guys was emotional, the other guy was like, I don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, the Boone suspension came because Chapman got suspended 3 games because he was intentionally throwing, kind of inciting shit and walking toward them, and then after the game, still talking shit like, "Yo, come on, Chapman."
Okay. Now we got to talk about this, bro, because there's people talk about throwing with intent, and they also talk about whether the manager sent you to do that or not. I don't think he was really throwing with intent, even though he said he said he wasn't. And people say, well, he threw it and he walked towards him. Hey, whatever. To each his own. He didn't actually connect. He didn't actually hit him. Thank God he didn't. And I know Boone wasn't sending him to do that at that point in the game either. So what are we talking about when we get into the post game and Kevin Cash is crying? Like, cry me a fucking river, bro. Like, this is baseball. This is how it goes down. These unwritten rules, you have a different unwritten textbook than we have. What you saw is not what we saw, right? And that's when John Boy made the breakdown and he started going back to Romine in Tampa, getting thrown at. And then the whole thing with CC, we already know, like, this has been going on for 3 years and they're acting like this is new. They're acting like this is something like, stop acting like you don't do the same shit. Wow, lame. Like, I'm just tired of them.
Yeah.
But you know what? The other video that came out, the guy Broso was talking about, throwing 99 at my head. Like, this guy looked like he just dodged a bullet, which he did. I thought he was kind of bitch made after, he came out kind of crying in the press conference, but he fooled me.
Man, that guy kept it 100.
I gave him props the next day.
Yeah, he kept it 100. My power off the bat. Right, twice.
Bro, he came ready to play the next day.
He did, and everything's riding high. Everything. I'm like, yo, maybe this is what the Yankees did. They're like, yo, that's it. We tired of this shit with you guys. Let's go next game. That's what I'm talking about. Monty on the mound. We're gonna freaking beat these guys and beat them good. The game was over. Freaking like 5 batters in, guys.
Monty.
Like the game was over. all the fucking hype and everything like that. There was so much hype leading up to the game. Oh, this, that, and the third. Let's go. Blah, 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 blah.
Fight night, prime time.
Yeah, prime
ding,
time.
Ding, ding,
Let's go.
First pitch, all eyes on the Yankees versus the Red Sox. Rubber match in the Bronx.
The Rays was like, yo, you know what? Fuck all that beanball shit, bro. We doing it. We taking it. We let's do this. Let's settle this like men on the field. Adrianza hits a freaking 2-run freaking bomb in the first inning. Oh yeah. Then a couple of innings. Yeah, that was barely that got out. I think it was in left field, right? And then the next one was a total just fucking just taking your freaking balls out shot, bro. Mike Brousseau, who got thrown at, hits a freaking shot into that's still landing. I think it just landed today after the game ended. The 4-hour game that we had against the Mets just landed today in Yankee Stadium. Insane. It got to the point where, we're trying to help out, with drones and shit, trying to delay the game a little bit. Shit started getting out of control, bro. Like the Rays started batting around. Their dugout was mad loud. Like, yo, let's go. Even I had to go down to the
You can hear him barking.
Guys, I had to go down to the dugout, to the Yankee dugout to, try to regulate shit. You know what I mean? Because shit was getting too crazy down there, bro. Like, I had to try to go down there. Brousseau hits another home run. This one to freaking right center field. Hits it opposite field. Out. I'm talking about that shit was out.
He was focused.
5-zip
That's a dog right there.
Tampa. Yankees were like, like they were done. They were fucking
we were shook.
done.
The game was over in the first 20 minutes.
Listen
to
done.
this. So I thought it was gonna be lit, right? I pull up to the office. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch the game with John Boy, Jake, and them. Cool. I get to the office. My car is illegally parked. I come in. I dropped the food off. I brought some food for Espo and Kyle. The game starts.
Let's go.
That game, I kid you not, that game was over in 20 minutes. I was like, I'm out of here. Let me go move my car. By the time I got back, I think like DJ had got the first out, but we were down like I wasn't about to sit there and watch it get worse. We were down 4-0. And I was like, yo, you know how hard it is to come back from that, especially in an emotional game like this.
Yeah.
Gumby, we were calling for them to get somebody up in the bullpen ASAP.
Like,
I'm like, yo, let him.
I think that the bullpen guys are still like trying to they still getting their uniforms on. Like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on here? Like they still they're like, oh what? Oh shit, what the hell? Yeah, like the phone's ringing off the hook,
wait.
Bro. After the first Adrianza homer. They're probably ringing that shit. Ring, ring, ring. Yo, what's going on? Nobody's in the bullpen picking up. They're like, yo, what's going on, bro? They probably send like a boy over there or whatever it is. Usually they send them in between innings, but they try to send them in the game. Nobody's answering the phone. What the hell? Everybody's in the clubhouse playing cards. They're like,
it's over. Like, it's over, Rover. And even these umps.
Probably.
These umps, that crew of umps, they're trying to get out of there, bro. Like, I know you can't blame the umps, but that strike zone was shitty all night. DJ was checking with him. Talkman was checking with him. Guardy was checking with him. Like, bro, you could tell they were trying to hurry shit along. You could tell that they were trying to call strikes and get out of there. Like, okay,
yeah,
good.
But
Fuck
the thing with the Yankees that's fucking annoying too, Keith. Sometimes they take too many pitches. Sometimes it's like, yo, how about you be a little bit like Voit and just fucking attack the zone, bro? Like sometimes zone.
They're not gonna give you anything. Like that's what I hate watching the Yankees at bats, where it's like, yo, you think these pitchers are gonna you have to attack? What happened to Savages in the box?
I don't know.
The fuck happened to Savages in the box? Like, you have to go up there with the mindset, kill or be killed. Like,
the problem is the lineup.
The pitcher's not going to give you anything to hit, and the ump is not going to give you anything with that strike zone. So go up there and take what's yours.
It's the combination.
We got like
of
3
all
guys
those
that
things.
do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of all those things. I mean, to be honest, after Urshela, Tauchman, Sanchez, Gardner, Wade are fucking basura, bro. They freaking trash, bro. You're trash, son. They fucking horrible.
What happened to Tauchman, bro? The sock man.
I don't know. We even made a t-shirt for you,
He hasn't gone deep. He hasn't gone deep in 2020. Remember that first home run he hit in the Red Sox series? That was when he arrived. To me, I was like, yo, this dude actually can play a little bit. I don't know what he's doing now. And like, this is how we're getting tripped up, right? Because we set these goofy ass lineups and we look at our left-handed batters between Mike Tauchman, Mike Talkman, Mike Ford, Brett Gardner, and Tyler Wade, and we try and play this lefty-righty game, but these dudes are all fucking outs, bro. Like, we're setting ourselves up for failure no matter how you stack the fucking lineup, and it's frustrating. I see the lineup come out now, and I'm never pumped.
Yeah,
I'm always looking for the silver lining in the lineup. Like, okay, well, at least DJ's leading off.
Yo, they bring in Aaron Loop. It just feels like there's not going to be a competitive at-bat after Gio. That's what it feels like. And the Rays bring in Aaron Loop, and the Yankees don't even have a righty on the bench to do anything with. Like, they have no righty bat. Like, Kratz? I mean, seriously, like, I don't understand what's going on. Maybe, and I was listening to Jake and what he was saying, and I kind of agree. You know what? In a situation like this, and I know he hasn't been good this year, bro, give the DH bats to Miguel Andujar, man.
Yo, don't even get me started on
if
that.
He's gonna, and I know he's been fucking trash this year too, bro, but I'm sure he can do something a little bit more productive than what the hell's going on in his lineup.
We're ruining him. We're ruining him. We're single-handedly ruining this guy. This guy was rookie of the year. This guy's bat. We know he's a doubles machine. He's got power. But we're ruining him. We send him down, we call him back up. We send him down, we call him back up. We throw him at third. We know he can't play third. We throw him out in left, which it's an ocean out there, knowing he is not ready to be playing left field in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. Give him a whole week of at-bats at least. I mean, what at this point, what else you got to fucking lose, bro? Because
at this point, you're right. We need hits. And
I don't want Gardner and Tachman in the same lineup at this point. They have to fight for their own playing time, right?
Yeah.
I need either Hicks or Gardner. Not Hicks or Gardner. Tachman or Gardner. Not both. Don't give me both. Okay? And probably put Clinton in the outfield because he's at least doing well in the outfield.
And let's give Clint some love. He's hit
Facts.
like he had a diving catch in the game where I was like, look at Clint.
Yes.
Like Clint is attacking the ball. We used to see Clint out there unsure. Oh, is it coming to me? Do I break on it? Do I run?
He looks confident.
He is very confident out there in right field. He's making some of those plays, and I'm like, does Judge make that play? Maybe not.
Yeah.
He's a changed man. Yeah. I love what I'm seeing from Clint Frazier. He's still hitting bombs.
Yeah.
He's still bringing the bat. And he told us he was ready to go this year, and we've needed him. Even though we're losing a lot of these games, like he's still shown up and contributed. So props to him. I don't want
to hear any more about Clint getting traded. I'm gonna be very honest.
I was just about to, I see a lot of people talking about him now differently now that the trade deadline is passed.
Yeah.
Because once we didn't trade him again, it's confirmed that he's a part of the Yankees' plans. Like
enough of that. Yeah, enough of that. Just give me just keep Clint on the team, please.
We need that bat speed, bro.
But I mean, do you agree? Like, just give Andujar the DH at bats, put Clint in the outfield, and call it a day, bro. Like, what the fuck is so confident? Like, what's the problem with that? We don't even have, like, there's no righty on the bench, bro, or sign somebody.
Mike Ford or Gary DHing. Like, both of those dudes are either striking out or grounding out. Mike Ford has some of the toughest at bats. His strike zone, I don't know, maybe because he's kind of short, wide guy. His strike zone. He gets the roughest calls. The umps don't know his strike zone, and he's always frustrated with it. And it's like, this dude can't win.
He is
a good hitter. He's a professional hitter. Jersey, I rep for that. Yeah. But man,
there is a such thing as being too patient. That it gets a little, sometimes it's a little too patient. Right? Sometimes you run into that with Hicks too, where they get too patient, and you feel like they're taking pitches down the middle.
Is swinging now.
Hicks is swinging. I
mean, he's still getting his walks, but I feel like Hicks is trying to raise his game, knowing that, hey, we're missing Judge, we're missing Gleyber, we're missing Giancarlo. Like, I got to step up. I got to be the guy. But, hey, watch that pimp walk. I'd rather see him take his bases. I'd rather see him walk, go get on, and let somebody else bring you in. But where we at, bro? Next game?
Yeah. So it's done with that. But
that was the last game of the
Rays. That was the Rays. So Yankees would lose that game. You know what? It got kind of interesting at the end, but it was too little too late once more. Where in the ninth inning, things get a little interesting. Yankees bring the tying run up to the plate, and they would do nothing. But I think Voit came up. Voit came up, and then he grounds out. to the second baseman. But the Rays came out and they did what they were supposed to do. And I think that Montgomery, horrible. Especially in the stretch that the Yankees got coming up right now. I don't think they got another off day until like the end of September type shit, bro. Like Montgomery to give the Yankees 2/3 of an inning, 5 hits, 4 earned runs. I think you're getting an award later on, bro. Seriously. I think Nelson did a good job of keeping the Yankees in it. The Yankee bullpen did a great job at keeping the Yankees in it, which is what the frustrations from today, bro, because they did so great yesterday. But the problem of getting 8 and a freaking third out of your bullpen is that it's going to set you back, for a couple of days, Keith.
Yeah, you just brought up a couple of good points, and like I feel like a lot of fans don't realize that too when we're watching the game. Like every game affects the next game with the bullpen, and then also with this Yankee bullpen, it's the lesser name guys that are holding it down. Like we just talked about Nick Nelson, and who was gonna say not Heller, Hale or Holder, not Hale. Hale is with the Phillies now. Holder held it down.
Yeah, Holder. And Heller came in, and then Heller got thrown. We forgot. Hey, yeah, Heller got thrown out.
Yeah, how dumb was that? Like, is that what we're doing now? MLB with these unwritten rules and these warnings, and they had to throw Heller out, and it's like he clearly didn't mean to hit the batter. What are y'all doing? But either way, guys like Ottavino, giving it up last week. I think he pitched fine in this series. It's tough. Chapman, Britton, you can't have those guys shit in the bed.
Yeah, Green had a great outing as well.
Chad, give props to Chad. Chad seems to be on the right track. Maybe we fixed him. Maybe he fixed himself. Yeah,
which is, man, we'll get into that after I cover this Mets game, because Yankees would lose to the Mets, guys. By the way, 9-7 in extras. Today's game, their shit was fucking horrible. Oh my God, that shit was so bad.
Unnecessary. We had the game won multiple times.
Yankees had a 4-0 lead. And guys, talking about yesterday, we just talked about it. Because the bullpen was used yesterday is why Happ was not taken out earlier in this game. Happ, to be honest, giving us 5 innings of 4 earned runs, you should sign up for that. I'm going to be honest. The Yankee offense should do a little bit more. No, I'm going to be real. 5 innings, 4 earned runs, that's probably what you're signing up for. That's not a problem.
How come Happ couldn't give us the outing he gave us in Yankee Stadium?
But he tried. He tried. And, that last inning kind of got away from him a little bit in that 4th inning. And then everybody was surprised to see him out there for the 5th. Like, whoa, what the fuck? He's back out there? But it's because of the pen. Ottavino went back out there, so he's definitely not available tomorrow. The Yankees don't pitch guys 3 days straight. Chad Green was used again. He pitched great. He's probably not available tomorrow. Guys, we got a doubleheader tomorrow, by the way, in case you guys don't know, against the Orioles. Britton was used in this game. He's probably available tomorrow. And then Chapman is available tomorrow as well. Listen,
they stuck.
Yeah, they did. They sucked in this game. Let's talk about it, right? Yankees jump out to a 4-0 lead, and in the second inning, everything was going good. Everything was going good. Wade with an RBI single. Guys, everything's going great when Wade is actually contributing offensively, right? DJ LeMahieu with an underrated sac fly. Let's fucking go. Luke Voigt with an RBI double, with a 2-run double, sorry. And then that's 4-0. Yankees, Todd Frazier, homers, opposite field. Okay, fine, it's off a Happ. Whatever. It's only one run, 4-1 Yankees there at that point, but you didn't get the shutdown inning that you wanted. You didn't get it. Just did it. Bottom of the 4th inning, that's where the wheels just fucking fell off for Happ. I don't know what the hell happened there. Double, a single. It's 4-4. Just like that, guys. It's fucking 4-4, and it's a tie game, and we're frustrated now because at the top of the 7th, Gio then gets an RBI single, scores Hicks 5-4. Let's go. Then Gardner doubles on the line. Let's go. He scores forward, and then it's 6-4. And then Hicks in the top of the 8th inning gets a clutch hit in between the shortstop and third baseman, and that scores DJ LeMahieu, and it's 7-4. I'm like, The whole night, I don't know if you felt the same way, Keith. It felt like, give me more runs, bro. The more runs, the better, because I don't know, we just have a bad feeling with this whole pen and everything like that. It just feels like it's not enough runs.
Playing the Mets is boring as fuck to me. And
this game was so long. It felt forever.
Yeah, I think the game is over multiple times, and then the Mets creep back in, and then I'm like, okay, shit, I got to pay more attention to this game. Like, what are we doing here? And like, it just makes me sick, bro. We were up 4-0, and then it turned 4-1. I think I tweeted from Pinstripestrong, hey, I hope it stays 4-1 for Seaver Day. Like,
yeah. By the way, RIP.
You know, RIP Tom Seaver. But they started coming back. And I'll say this. We make fun of the Mets. We give the Mets a hard time. But they don't have a bad lineup. Their lineup arguably could be considered better than ours.
The problem is their bullpen and starting pitching.
Right, but their lineup, their hitters, like, they got guys that can hit. And they're not, like, I don't know. This shit was frustrating, bro. So, yeah. We're going back and forth with them too much.
This reminded me of that game. You remember the game, the game, I think last Friday, was it Friday, where we went up against the Mets and Clint Frazier hit the home run? Remember we got off to that 4-0 lead and still lost that game in extras or whatever it was, and it was just fucking annoying. I think, who was it? Somebody hit, was it Pete Alonso hit a 3-run homer or some shit? Or
These games are all meshing together. I know Chapman.
If you remember that game,
Chapman got us walked off in Yankee Stadium when Rosario hit that one. The other one was earlier that day that we lost. But either way, these are the fucking mess, bro. The New York mess. And, Todd Frazier is coming to play. J.D. Davis, Michael Conforto, Dom Smith, Pete Alonso, like, they have guys, Jeff McNeil, they have guys that can hit and that can play, and they're not afraid. They're not afraid of the Yankees. They're kind of out there laughing and looking at the Yankees a certain way. Like,
the real thing
we
is
shouldn't even have got into it with them.
And we don't even think about this, but the Yankees could have really put this game away in the second inning, bro. When they were up 4-0 and they batted around and they still had the bases loaded and they didn't continue piling on. Kind of kept the Mets in it. Their Mets bullpen just kind of, Jason Shreve of all people came. People. People came in and just shut the Yankees down. The Yankee offense just went to sleep. Sleep.
Bro, I thought the game was over 2 days ago, or was it yesterday or 2 days ago when they announced this Gesselman cat was pitching. I'm like, oh, all right, well, Cat should be able to handle that. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, they called this guy up to throw for them. It just didn't have to get here, bro. When they tied it 4-4, I'm like, oh, here we go. We had a 4-0 lead, gave that up. And then we played games. And like you said, Shreve, he came out and did what he had to do against us. And it's like, go pitch against your former team. Yeah. See how you handle things. And the Mets never quit. I feel like the Yankees at a few times didn't quit, but they kind of took their foot off the gas and felt comfortable, felt safe, like the game was won. Right after coming out of that Rays series, you get the Mets and you kind of feel like, okay, we're going to beat up on little brother a little bit until little brother starts punching back. And then you're like, oh, this ain't going to be an easy fight. Next thing you know, you're getting your ass whooped and the game is over. And it's like, damn, that didn't have to happen like that.
Well, I mean, it took a little bit.
Shouldn't be going extras with these guys.
And you know what? The Yankees would take the lead 7-4. Let's fucking go. And then Britton comes in and coughs it up, bro. Like, I don't even understand. He strikes it. You know, he comes in the 8th inning, the bottom of the 8th inning, gets Conforto out on a ground out. I'm like, that's what I like to see out of Britton, getting ground outs. Then he allows a double to Todd Frazier. It's like, all right, whatever. Then he walks out. The biggest problem I had in that inning was that walk. The walk to Dominic Smith, and then he got with two. He ended up getting Alonso to line out, so now it's 2 outs, and then Marisnik singles, and then Ahmed Rosario singles, and now it's freaking 7-6. It's a 1-run game. It's like, yo, what the hell? Chapman comes in the very next inning, and all his bravado talk is all good, and but bro, you can't be walking leadoff batters in a 1-run game, bro. I'm sure you know that. And then he balks over Billy Hamilton, which we then get a gift because he gets thrown out at third for trying to steal third for some weird reason with no outs. Higgy threw him out. And
J.D. Davis would have beat us if he was still on base.
Exactly. He throws a pitch middle that J.D. Davis parks in the black at center field. That shit was crazy. tied the game 7-7. Chapman smiling. Don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing that.
I don't get that shit.
I don't like the smiling. I just don't like it. It's like, yo, bro, you just blew a game. We're fucking reeling right now.
Suspend his ass. I'm tired of seeing him. Suspend him for his 3 games.
Yeah, so then that's done, and then we lose in extras when we bring in Albert Abreu. But the reason, guys, again, every game lumps them together. The reason that we bring in Albert Abreu is because 8 in a third last night. Okay, all right. So everything compounds. Then let's see tomorrow in a doubleheader. You're gonna see, some people not being available, and you're gonna be like, why is this guy in? If we're losing, then you know why. Okay. Because
our
8 in a
fans
third.
don't get that. I mean, I scroll through Twitter and I try to chill. Like sometimes I'll just be, clipping stuff for Pinstripestrong. But like our fans don't get that. We had to get 25 outs from our bullpen last night, Wednesday night. We did, and we lost. And then we come into this game tonight. We can't be going extras with these guys. This game should have been over 4 different times. We had these guys beat, and then they crept back. And what I'll say about the Yankee bullpen, this beast bullpen, Zach
you got to do the job.
Got to do the job. Zach Britton, who could be a closer on any team, do what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
When we turn the ball over to you, do what you're supposed to do. Same with Chapman. You're supposed to be you like the bravado that Chapman has, bro. You can't be this tough guy. You can't be this smiley guy either. I don't know what the personality traits are, but they're not matching up with what we're seeing him throw. You're giving it up. You're getting smoked by guys. You're not helping us, bro. You're supposed to be this $87 million closer, one of the best closers of all time, with some of the come on, bro. It's lame, super lame. Be better, play better. Maybe you need to get suspended for your 3 days and come back. But what I'll say about it is I hate this season. Chapman got a slow start to the season because of the coronavirus. Britton was on the IL for a little bit, but before Britton was on the IL, how many saves did Britton have? Britton had 8 saves in that closer spot. It's janky. This whole season is off. It's it's hard for me to really get into it because now I'm starting to buy into those people that are we're in the postseason. Everybody's in the postseason. We already made the postseason. This shit doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Get healthy. Get me to October. Now I'm fuck it. It's September 3rd. Give me to October. Wake me up when September ends. I don't care about this shit because it's hard to care about it. We're losing to the Mets. Come on, bro. We scored 7 runs. We shouldn't be losing to the Mets.
I don't know why people get mad on every game. I don't know if it's because they feel that game. I'll tell you why I get mad in the game. I'll tell you why. The reason why I get mad in the game is because the Yankees don't have a fucking formula of how to win right now, okay? That's why I'm upset, okay? The reason what you do throughout a season is what you will eventually probably do in the postseason, right?
Yeah.
These are habits that you build. The habit of winning, the habit of how you win a game, right? Your pitching staff does this, your offense does this. There's a certain way that you win games, it's like it's just a way.
Confusing. It's for me. It's confusing sometimes. I don't want to throw it all on Boone. It's confusing sometimes. Some moves we make, whether it's pinch hitting certain guys like Estrada or Tauchman later in the game, and then even with the way the lineup is constructed, you just need these guys to be better. Leaving guys on base, like Higgy left 4 guys on base. It's just, here's another thing too. These guys got to be sharper. When you talk about winning games, I need everybody to be sharp late in the game. No errors, no base running. I don't even know what do they call it. I was gonna say foofs, base running spoofs, fuck ups, whatever. I just need guys to be sharper when it's time to win, because like you said, when you start unraveling like that late in the game, it shows you guys aren't ready, you guys aren't on. Guys like Gio, I feel like Gio is always locked in. Gio is always ready to make that play. He rarely messes up. But we got other guys on this team that I've seen, and I'm just this is how you lose games. This is how you give it up, not being ready to go, not being ready in the moment. And I don't know if Boone's got to yell at these guys. I don't know if he's got to light a fire under them. But we shouldn't be losing these games, even with some of our stars hurt. I don't know what it is going to take. But, looking forward, looking ahead, it's not going to get easy. I look at the Yankees right now. Last year was our next man up thing. Okay, next man up was great. Our backups are better than your backups. Our backups are coming in and they're winning games. That song and dance is done. That we can't do that trick again. That was a one-trick pony. This year, our backups, like, they're not that great. Like, Mike Ford is not playing that great. Mike Tauchman is not playing that great. Estrada is not really doing that much. Like, what happened to him? Was he supposed to be a hitter? Like,
well, the thing is that, and well, the reason why Next Man Up last year, I believe, worked is because these guys are actively playing games too. Like, they're playing games against people. Down there in the minors, you're playing scrimmage games, but you're playing games against shit. People that you continuously keep seeing over and over and over again. It's the same, it's the same thing. So it's not the same kind of challenge. It's not the same kind of adrenaline that you get in a real game. So these guys need regular, real at-bats, and you're not getting that, which is kind of weird that MLB didn't kind of do that with the minor leagues, at least with that alternate site. But I guess they didn't want, other people getting COVID or subjecting more people to COVID. So I guess I understand that. But
I feel like right now, bro, I know this is not an NBA pod, but I know you watch NBA. Watching the NBA this season, the Warriors were hurt, and they didn't have Steph, and they didn't have Clay, and KD was hurt, but he was in Brooklyn, wasn't on the team anymore, and I felt like the whole NBA got their punches in on the Warriors. Like, all right, now we're going to get some get back for all them years you whooped our ass. And I feel like right now teams are getting some get back on us, bro. I feel like the Mets are like, yo, we're going to bring it to y'all, and the Rays damn sure like, oh, it's our time to fuck y'all up because you don't have Judge, you don't have Giancarlo, you don't have Glaber, like, we're going to take advantage, and we're taking our lumps right now. And I'm trying to be optimistic that in the next couple of weeks we can get healthy. And I do want to take this approach, Yankee fans listening, that, hey, we are always the top dog. We're always favored. We're always at the top and expected to win. Maybe we are better suited for an underdog role. Maybe we are better having some people sleep on us and talk down on us. And maybe we can figure out how to get into a series and shock some people. I just need to see all the horses in the stable. Like, Clark Schmidt is a weapon. Where's he at, bro? You think he would have pitched worse than Monty pitched yesterday? I think Clark Schmidt would have been able to get out of the first inning a little better than Monty. We got to bring him up so he can get reps, like we were just talking about.
Well, I want to keep Monty. Monty's actually done pretty well, but it's still like when these guys don't perform well, my problem is that I just want them. I don't really have too much confidence right now. Maybe things change. I don't really have too much confidence right now as to how things will be in the playoffs. Like, when it gets to a playoff series and
in a bubble in California, no fans. Are we just gonna turn it on all of a sudden? Or are we gonna just turn into this ridiculous squad?
I don't see that. I don't believe that there's like, oh, we're just gonna fucking turn it on. That shit doesn't really fucking happen. So it is what it is. Yankees, by the way, because I didn't finish it, Yankees lose that game on a Pete Alonso walk-off homer in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Of course.
The top of the 10th inning was horrible. That's the Wade thing where we talked about that he got doubled off at second base. So whatever. Yankees lose that game. It is what it is. Trade deadline, Yankees did nothing. And you're thinking, hey, maybe this team could have used some help, maybe some outfield help, maybe a right-handed bat. Starling Marte, even fucking Cameron Maybin would have looked great. Archie Bradley, even for a pen. But the Yankees said that they didn't have anything come to fruition. I don't know. Maybe some things could have happened. But I think that this team kind of needs some help. It does. If you don't believe in Andujar enough to keep him out here and give him those at-bats right now, then maybe you should have acquired a bat. That's just what I think.
Archie Bradley, like people were talking about Archie Bradley, Clevenger.
I don't think Clevenger was gonna happen. I really honestly don't think Clevenger was gonna happen.
Who else? I mean, I don't know. Who else out there would you have wanted? Like, now that we're talking about
no,
it?
Like I would have wanted an extra outfielder. Give me an extra. Like,
Marte goes. Of course, to Miami and hits a bomb right away.
But even if you didn't want to get Marte because he was gonna, expensive or whatever it is, I don't know. Even Cameron Maybin, bro. We seen Killer Cam over here, bro. We seen him do well.
Cubs.
We could have. What does that trade make sense for? Like for the Cubs, like why do they need Cameron Maybin? I don't know. But the Yankees
Cubs are trying to win.
The
Cubs are trying to win. The Cubs are 22-15. They're in first place in the Central. They're trying to compete.
But nobody in the AL really did anything. I understand that. The Rays didn't do anything. The Blue Jays did a lot, though. And they're right behind you. I think that the Yankees will still make the playoffs. I don't have a problem with that, but they do need to get healthy. We need to get Gleyber back. We need to get all of these guys back, and need to get playing a better brand of baseball. And it needs to start tomorrow. These double headers, and gotta fucking pitch better too, bro. And I need Cole to pitch better too, man.
We usually play well in Baltimore. We have
do.
to go to Baltimore and take 3 out of 4, no less. We can't split with Baltimore. We got to take 3 out of 4. I would love to see us take both of the games in this doubleheader. When you look at the standings, Toronto is a half game behind us. When you look at the standings, we have 20 wins. The Houston Astros are 21-15. We're 20-16. 2 weeks ago, we were looking at them like, they're trash. They have more wins than us and a better record than us. Our opponent, I think I saw last week, which we might have dropped, but our opponent, if we were to slide into the postseason right now, would be the Chicago White Sox. They're 22-15. Their lineup is ridiculous, and their pitching is coming along. Giolito is nice. He just threw a no-hitter. And we don't want to see Dallas Keuchel, even though he's not the same Dallas Keuchel, in a postseason series. Who knows what it's going to turn into? So, I don't know. Even La Bamba squad. The Minnesota Twins, they got 22 wins, 16 losses. They're looking all right. And Cleveland is at the top of the Central with 23-14. Like, there's a lot of good teams in the AL. Obviously, Oakland too, 22-12. Like, we got to act like we're trying to compete and win this year or not. I don't know. I feel like there's 3 guys on this team that play hard every day that we can count on every day. That's Voit, that's DJ, that's Gio. The rest of these guys are a toss-up. The rest of these guys are maybe. The rest of these guys are, like, going to disappoint you or do something where you're like, nah, that ain't it. But when you're looking at the AL and coming out of the AL, there's about 6 teams right now, including us, that I think can come out of the AL, maybe 7. And all that can change in the next couple weeks. But
the Rays are favored to win the World Series.
I know. And people... I didn't get it, and I hated it because, like, I hate the fucking Tampa Bay Rays. But people were saying that before the season that the Rays were going to be the favorites for the 60-game season with no fans, with their pitching and their lineup, and they're doing it. And we do not want smoke with them in a series. We don't want to see them in the postseason. They just whooped our ass in Yankee Stadium. We gotta get right, and I'll try and have some optimism, some seriously not serious optimism in this 60-game season. It doesn't matter. I don't think we're going to win the AL East. I think the numbers for us to win the AL East, the Rays would have to lose out and we'd have to go on to some ridiculous run. But like I said before, my optimism is, hey, maybe we want to slip and be the 6th seed, 7th seed. I don't want to be the 8th seed. But maybe the 6th seed, 7th seed.
Well, seeding doesn't really fucking matter. The seeding doesn't even matter, bro.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. It's not like March
bragging
Madness
rights
or like NFL playoffs where it's like, if Tampa's the 1, we meet I think I forget how it's set up, but it's not like that. So once you get in the dance, you're in the dance. And hopefully we get Garrett Cole right, which I know Garrett Cole will get himself right because he's a perfectionist. He's got to get himself right. We got to see what I'm excited for? Deivi Garcia. Let's see what Deivi Garcia looks like in Baltimore. Let's see who wants to really pitch out here. Mm-hmm. Let's get Paxton back healthy, and let's see what we really got going into the postseason. You guys know it's all pitching, and then if we can get Judge back, I had a tweet tonight where I was like, "Yo, remember Judge was hitting a home run every day? Like, how fun was that in the beginning? Where it's like, yo, Judge is hitting them out every day, winning games for us. Seems like a long time from now, but he'll be back." Giancarlo will be back, and Gleyber is back in the next couple of days. So it should start like evening out. So let's be optimistic. It sucks. It's embarrassing. Nobody wants to watch this shit when it's going down like this. I saw some Mets fans saying like, you Yankee fans wouldn't last a day as a Mets fan. No shit. I'm not trying to like waste 3 hours a night losing. Like, I'm not trying to sit here covering the games and watching the games and putting all my time into some losing. Like, this is the Yankees. Like, these are the Yankees. This is what we do. So the Yankees organization will figure it out, and the players will too.
All right. And we'll say this, before the, we do You Trash and Pinstripestrong Performer. The Yankees have played 36 games this season. In the first 22, they were 16-6. In their last 14, they're 4-10. They averaged 5.7 runs in their first 22 games, the ERA, team ERA was at 4. Not great, but when you're scoring 5.7 runs a game, that's not bad. The team OPS was at 839. That is fucking great. That's fun baseball to watch, guys. In these 14 games, when they've been losing, they've gone 4-10 in that stretch. 3.6 runs a game. That's just not enough. Every game seems to be a close game. Low ass margin of victory as well. It's horrible. 5 ERA. So if you got, that's just a recipe for disaster there. 5.02 ERA, and their OPS is only at 671. That's a huge difference. Yankees are tied for the worst record in the American League since August 18th. Texas is worse at 3-12. So just keep that in mind there. But Keith, we're on the road, so I go first. You trash performer of the series is going to be of the series. Guys, listen. Of the series, we got to take all 4 games, right?
Yeah, lumping the Mets game into the Rays series. I am. There's at least 3 guys that
there's a good amount of guys, which is what's kind of like, it's a fucking pick 'em right now, bro. I could pick.
Many guys, at least 3 that are trash.
I'm going with Garrett Cole. I need better from you, bro. I think a game where we're coming off of that Mets series, we win that series on the back end. We win 3 games straight, and you're coming in. We're riding high. We're going against the division rival. You cannot come in there and just get rocked, bro. And that's what happened there. 5 innings from Cole, that's just unacceptable. Even though it's it's only 4 earned runs, we just expect a lot more from you, bro. Not to be getting rocked left and right over there. So
not for $36 million a year.
Yeah, Garrett Cole
now.
To me.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And
ain't nobody got time.
Ain't nobody got time for that. You trash, son. What about you, Keith?
Man, I'm gonna throw another pitcher out there as an honorable mention in between mine. I just don't want to give him a hard time, but that shit was hella deflating. We were supposed to have a title fight. We were supposed to have the main event, and Monty Gumby. I was calling Monty grown man Monty because he's been really having some command out there. He looks like he's mature out there on the mound. He looked like little boy Monty. You are trash. But I have to give this to a series player, right? A player that's played in the series, and we're lumping the Mets game in. This player struck out 3 times today in the Mets game. This player I've watched pop out and scream. I've watched this guy. All right, this is supposed to be an on-base guy.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a guy that's supposed to just get on base and be a base runner.
And
I've watched this guy not do that, but then when he does get on base, he's not good at running the bases.
Get him, Keith.
He's batting like 160, probably less now.
167.
167. This guy got doubled up back-to-back nights. Tyler Wade playing every day. No, he's supposed to be an end-of-the-bench guy, a pinch runner, a versatile guy that we can just fill in there when we need him, not every single day. Tyler Wade, you trash, son. You a good-looking dude.
You trash, son.
That doesn't give you a pass. I think I'm a good-looking dude, too, and I don't get any passes out here. You trash.
Yeah, you trash, bro. And not only that, but the knock on Wade the whole time was, hey, he's not getting regular playing time. And now he's getting regular playing time. Now I think it's
he ain't got it, and that's fine.
You can see what it is.
His level of play, and we have how many years have we seen Tyler Wade? The last 4 or 5 years, like
since 2018.
His level of play is that he is the end of the bench guy that can play multiple different positions and pinch run. He isn't supposed to be the starting guy in there every day. Now, we're seeing that, and he's trash. He's hurting us.
Who is your Pinstripestrong performer of the series?
Oh,
we're in the road, so you go first.
I know exactly where I'm going to go because we are blessed. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight
All right, just go ahead and just pick fucking DJ LeMahieu, man, and let's just carry on, man. Shit, man, you gonna take him away from me?
Nah, I'm not.
Who
I was
you taking?
I was going to take him to church one time because we are blessed by Gio.
Gio the God. Oh, okay.
Bro,
you surprised me. You
The
surprised me.
plays he's making
That's good.
defensively are ridiculous. I don't think people really understand the probability of the plays that he's making are so low, and he does it all the time. He threw one today. He threw one today across the whole diamond, and Mike Ford is looking like, no, he didn't just do that.
Yeah.
He's sick with the glove. That in the park, little league home run, the way he deked the catcher and slid and got in there. We needed that. That was the only win we got from the Rays this week. He hit a bomb this week.
Clutch RBIs.
And earlier
7 hits
in the week,
7 hits.
very clutch, very godly. And earlier in the week, he had a bone spur in his elbow. I think I asked you, what the fuck is a bone spur? He overcame that. He ain't soft. He's a god on that diamond. Gio the God. Pinstripe strong. Performer of the series.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll take those numbers going forward.
I think we need to move Lonzo. That ain't no problem. Huh? That ain't no problem.
My guy is definitely DJ LeMahieu. I mean, this guy. This award is going to be named after him for sure. And we talked about this again. We got it. This is a weekly or an episodic reminder. Yankees better sign DJ LeMahieu. I don't really go out there on a limb to say we have to sign play. We have to sign DJ LeMahieu. Okay, re-sign him. DJ LeMahieu would go, had 6 hits in this series, in these 4 games here. Did really well. He also played really well defensively. And the guy's just a stable force at the top of the lineup. He's just to me, he's a scary bat, bro, because he's the guy that kind of sprays it all around, and he really does set the table. We need Glaber back because I feel like the lineup works even better when it's him, Glaber hitting, and then you know, if you can have Judge in there as well, and all of these things, obviously the lineup needs to get going. And I'm so happy with Voit and everything the way that is going with Voit as well. But DJ LeMahieu, you are my Pinstripestrong Performer of the Series yet again.
My MVP, your MVP, hashtag DJLMVP. Give me 26 of those guys. Give me 26 DJ machine bots.
The league's not ready.
Sign him to a lifetime contract and then sign his kids. Does he have kids? No, I don't think he has kids. But we need more guys like him in pinstripes, and the Yankees need to give him the bag, blank check style. And he's going to be commanding a lot. I'm sure he's going to say, okay, I need to be the highest paid second baseman. We saw him play third. He made some plays at third this week. Man, he's awesome. He's honestly my favorite player. I wasn't gonna pick him because everybody knows I rep for DJ hard, but man, if we had more guys like DJ, we'd have a better team.
Yeah. I mean, that would be
They're rare. They're very rare.
Very.
Like, this dude comes out, he's hitting bombs, leadoff bombs, another one. He's making plays with the glove, and just the way he carries himself. He's a ball player. He's not doing too much. He's not too animated. He's not too emotional. You know, he hears the Rays say that they got a stable of guys. He's like, yeah, we'll be ready.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's good stuff. So, guys, it's the Orioles, man. I'll tell you right now, man. I know don't take them lightly. The Orioles are not the same Orioles that we've been facing, where the Yankees have been beating up on them. These guys can hit. Maybe they can't pitch with the best of them, but they can fucking hit, okay? The Yankees, with the way that everything is going right now, if they take these guys lightly, bro, they will be sorely mistaken, bro. They will be. So don't sleep on the Orioles.
We don't want to be on another losing streak. We just lost the last 2. If we walk in there and play stupid and lose the first one of the doubleheader, that's 3 in a row. Hope the Yankees turn it on. Camden Yards is a hitter's park. We gotta go. We gotta turn it up.
Yeah. Yankees lose tomorrow and the 2 games against the Orioles. I think you might be seeing Cashman taking the trip on Saturday to talk to the team. Not even Boone. It's going to be Cashman talking to the team. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys want to leave us a voicemail, feel free to do so at 347-389-4898. I encourage you to do so after every single game, as I would love to hear your reactions. And we would like to play them after we go over the game, maybe play some of your reactions later. You know, probably some ideas, some quick reactions and some sounds and stuff like that. So 347-389-4898. And thank you so much for joining us. From Keith, Chris. Thank you so much for supporting the Pinstripe Strong podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Pinstripe Strong and Instagram as well. Guys, like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on. As tough as it is right now, stay pinstripe strong. All right? Let's go Yankees. Do it against the Orioles, man. Tell them, Noah. Yo, Keith, they said that you on your future shit, man. Fly shit only.
They say I'm on my future shit.
They said fly shit only.
Do I look like Future?
They said that Keith is always wearing some fly shit.
Oh no, I just I wore this in the office yesterday.
Look like some shit Cashman would wear.
Yeah, and I got this. From Modell's. They shut down all the Modell's. I slid through the Modell's. This is a $40 polo I got for like $20. I was like, let me get that. And then when we came in here to do the pod, I had my net shit on all day because hey, MVP like Steve Nash, baby. Brooklyn, we go hard. So I was doing the net shit all day, and then I needed to throw a shirt on for Pinstripe Strong. I was like, hey, let me just throw this polo on real quick.
Nice. I was laughing with Jamal was like, yo, Joe, you dancing like we won. Oh, man, this guy's funny. All right, guys. Mop off right now. I'll probably do a little bit of video gaming and shit. And I'll see. He said Cashman sent it to him after the question. Sent you the shit after the
after I asked Cashman the question, he's like, here, take this. We might bring you in for some other stuff.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. If I ever get to go to Yankee Stadium with like a press credential for like a media thing, like when Garrett Cole signed, I was telling John Boy, I'm like, bro, you should be there. He's like, nah, me? I'm like, bro, you should be there. You're media. Like, you think you can't get credentials to ask a question? They let everybody else from every other media outlet go to these press conferences.
What is that?
Be there. Huh?
What he said?
He said he just didn't even check on it. He wasn't thinking about it like that. And I think what it was, you know, he had just moved to New York, and that was in like mid-December, and we were still trying to get the office, and he just wasn't even on it like that. But I was checking on it. I checked with the Yes Network. I was like, I asked my people at Yes, like, what's the deal with this Garrett Cole press conference? I actually ended up having a job interview that day. Luckily, I didn't land that job, and I ended up getting a job with JomboyMedia. But I was trying to go to the Garrett Cole press conference and like ask some questions, get some footage, get some content. Like, it's history. But yeah, we will eventually, like spring training, winter meetings. Like, plan on going to winter meetings next year, bro. We're definitely going to winter meetings this year. That's just right around the corner. That's December. Like, I hope they do it in San Diego again. If they do it in Vegas, that's lit too. But like, we're gonna get to the point where like we're at all the Yankee stuff and even Major League Baseball stuff. Like, I want to be at the All-Star game every year. I want to be at winter meetings every year. I want to be at, you know.
Keith got some money, man. Keith got some money, boy. Keith got some money.
I ain't got no bread like that. I'm just a fan.
It's crazy.
And this is my job.
All-Star games.
Like I've been to a couple All-Star games. There's nothing like that in baseball. Like going to All-Star game weekend, home run derby, seeing the players walking around, seeing different fans from other teams walking around, like going out to the clubs. Like there's usually concerts and different stuff. Like MLB's gotten better at it. But yeah, I was saying this is my job. The Mariah Carey fiends was getting at me. They're like, the Mariah Carey stands were like, oh my God, you're online to tweet about baseball. I'm like, I like baseball and this is what I get paid to do. They're like, the struggle must be real. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, if your goofy ass doesn't get off, like, bro, I don't know. That shit's weird online. I had to mute that whole conversation, bro. That shit was getting way too weird. I
swear to you, I blocked like 15 of them. I'm like, yo, they were getting mad personal. Like, you brought it to my attention. You're like, yo, like, you said something like, yo, oh, you got these Mariah. I didn't even know what was going on. I wasn't even by my computer, but you were like, yeah, you got these Mariah fans like coming at you. I'm like, oh wait, like if it's smoke y'all want, I got smoke for y'all. And then like I guess I don't know, they probably got a Reddit stream or a Reddit chat or a group chat. They started coming out of nowhere, like 15 of them coming at my character, coming at my look. Somebody called me a negroid. A negroid, like Negrozoid. They called me a negroid. I was like, all right, now I gotta block y'all because you're getting too disrespectful.
Yeah.
And your pictures Mariah Carey.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of like dudes, and it's like,
and that's what I realized. That's when I stopped. I was like, yo, there's no 14-year-old girls that are stans of Mariah Carey. I'm like, who would be? Oh, it clicked in my head. I'm like, these are grown ass men. And they're,
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I was like, let me stop before I say something offensive.
No Simp September, guys. That's what it is. No Simp September. Remember that. Do not simp. Yeah. Keith better chill. Her fans don't play. They smack them with glitter. That's what Jamal said.
I've tangoed with the Swifties, the Ariana Naders, whatever. Like, it happens on Twitter. If you've been on Twitter like I've been on Twitter, sometimes you say something about Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande or Mariah Carey. Next thing you know, they quote tweet you. They alert the bar.
Beyonce, bro, you don't mess with that Beehive.
Nah, I would never disrespect Beyonce. I used to work at Rock Nation.
Yeah, Beehive will gets people canceled.
For real, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just trying to watch the Yankees in peace. I don't know why they came at me. I was just defending Jeter. I'm like, yo, Jeter don't care about what she's talking about. Why she bringing Jeter up 20 years later?
You called her washed, so everybody was like, what?
She is washed.
Oh, man. Yo, I'm getting off. Guys, all right, we're going to go ahead this shit right now. I don't need them attacking the page, yo.
Peace.
I will see you guys later. Oh, shit, Keith Bottles. All right, y'all. I'll see you later. I'm about to hop on. I'm gonna hop off real quick. I'm gonna take a quick shower and then I'm hop back on and do like a nice little gaming stream and shit. We'll play a little bit and we'll go from there. All right, y'all. See you guys later. Jamal's laughing. All right, one.